Hello everyone and welcome to my survival challenge. If you watched the last episode you would know that we are in desperate need for a baler. We cut the grass, we've got all this lovely grass here ready to be baled up, but we've got nothing to bale it with. So we need to save for a baler quickly. Once the baling's done we're going to get our new farm track in, which is going to absolutely transform this place. I'm really looking forward to doing that. That's going to start this looking more like a proper workable farm rather than a couple of crops surrounded by weeds. So unfortunately we're going to have to cut some trees, but it's not too much because the baler that I've been looking at isn't lots and lots of money. Let's just have a quick reminder. So I found this baler on ModHub, the class 66, and right now that's perfect. That's just what we need on the farm. That'll help us so much. So yeah, we need to get some money. So as I did say on the previous episode, the track is going to come from there between the two fields round here, and then it's going to go across through there into those trees, and then we're going to create our space for the yard and the farmhouse, because obviously this farmhouse here, as lovely as it is, that's not going to be our final one. We need to upgrade to a much bigger house than that. We can't live in that for the rest of our days. So yeah, we're just going to chop some trees in this direction, which is probably where the road will be heading. So I will speed it up. And I will see you once we have finished. Right, so off to the sawmill we go. I've tried to make a conscious effort not to do too much sawmill runs in the previous episodes, because it's not fun. It's not fun for me. It's probably not fun for you to watch, but it's a job that does have to be done on the farm. We have got lots of trees to clear, but we're not just going to be cutting loads and loads of trees. Eventually, once the yard and everything is sorted out how it has to be, we'll be replanting trees. We're not just going to keep take. We will also put them back, and you will see in the coming episodes and over the future that the farm is going to look so much different than it does now, and there'll be trees and plants everywhere. But yeah, this is a job that we have to do. I have seen quite a few people say, oh, why don't you just cut down the trees to make some money? But I've been trying to make money the proper way, if you want to call it that. But this is one of those episodes where we will just be cutting lots of wood to get the things that we need to buy. So yeah. So I have no idea how much this is going to make. I would imagine it's going to be a reasonable amount, maybe 10,000 perhaps. We will soon find out. Better watch my eyeballs on those forks sticking up there. 10,500. Yep, that's not too bad at all. Speaking of trees, that line of trees just there in that field, I think there's 5 or 6 large trees, those ones right there, we put those in an earlier episode. They started off as trees with no leaves, and now look at them. They are fully grown trees that will not be cut down, but we'll be planting way more than that in the future. So I did cut down enough trees for two trailer loads, because I did think that one wouldn't be enough. So they're already cut, so I've just got to load them up. And we will head straight back to the sawmill, and hopefully that will be enough. couldn't quite fit everything on the second load, but this should be enough that we need to get us to the baler. So we probably won't need to do a third run just yet. We'll leave the logs there back at the farm. We can do that another time. And then I guess because we haven't got a bale wrapper, and those are quite expensive, I'll have a look at the bale wrappers, but we might not be able to do silage just yet. But what we'll probably do, at the moment there's nothing in the sale, but we'll rest before we buy the baler, just because you never know. So we might as well make the most of the sale, of course, because it would be just our luck that we buy it and then the next day it's there. So we will have a look for ourselves. So I suspect this trailer load will probably have a similar amount to the last one, around 10,000, which would be nice. I mean, we only need, I think the baler was 17,000, was it? It was 17 or 19. Alright. Well, it all stayed on there miraculously. I can't believe that. Ooh. Yep, just short of 10,000 with the environmental score. Not too bad at all. I forgot to turn super strength off. Alright, so we'll rest, then we'll get up and see what sales I've got waiting for us. Hopefully there's going to be a lovely baler, but we shall see. So let's have a look. Yesterday there was nothing. Right, what have we got here? So we've got an 8.3 metre mower. That's typical. Obviously we've just bought a mower. Oh, and that would fit our tractor as well. 100. Oh no, it's a little bit, but it's a little bit too much for our tractor, but that would have been okay, I think. Okay, well that's that. So we do have a baler, and it's got a wrapper. Oh wow. I mean that is oh, now I've got a real big decision to make. So it needs 150 horsepower to pull it, which is too much for our tractor, so it would be a big risk. We don't need a header yet because we haven't got a harvester. Oh, that's a big decision. So that's 47,000, and we might not be able to pull it. Or we were eyeing up the baler for 17,000, which does only do to what size? That does to 125 centimeters, whereas the other one was to 180. And then we of course would also have to buy a bale wrapper, which I was looking at this one. The problem is if we buy that baler and this wrapper in the future, we would then need to upgrade again, because these don't do 180 centimeters. Oh no, that is a real tough decision. The problem is if I buy this and we can't pull it, then we've got big problems. Big problems. Also, it does only do silage to 150 centimeters actually. It does hay to 180. So is it actually ideal when you look at it that way? If we wanted to do silage up to 180 in the future, we would have to upgrade this. I think it's a big ask when our tractor... Let's have a look at our tractor. got 100 horsepower. No, don't sell it. I think, as lovely as that would be to buy that, I need to go with the original decision. I think I need to go for this one because either way, whichever one we get, we would have to upgrade anyway. So yeah, I think this is our level. This is where we are at right now. There's no point jumping too far and then stitching ourselves up. So yeah, we've bought it. We've got ourselves a baler to go and pick up. Alright, okay. Oh, and we've also got our first pallet here. Excellent, that looks lovely. Some lovely corn. Let's just see what the best time is to sell corn, because I don't know. Corn. So the best time is in July at 894. Yeah, it's quite low at the moment. Okay, anyway, let's not get too distracted. Let's go and buy the baler, and then we can get our grass baled up. I'm really looking forward to picking up our new baler. I think this is a good step in the right direction. This is a big step for the farm, some new machinery, something that is going to help us make money. Yeah, I think this is a very big step. I think it's going to look very nice behind our John Deere. Our trusty old John Deere tractor. I'm not sure why they insist on putting everything so close to that car all the time. Alright, let's get our new baler to work. A very big moment for the farm. Oh, and that is filling up quite nicely as well. That's really good. 50% already. I know it is only doing 125 centimetre bales, but that's good for us. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Looks like we're going to be letting this bale go in the bush. There it is. See, just this free bit of grass here. Completely free piece of grass that we didn't have to plant. It's just giving us one bale. Yeah, there's some bits down here, but nothing to write home about, but we'll just grab them on the way back up here to where our swaths are on our field. And you can see that the grass is already starting to grow back as well. So that was 136% from that free piece of grass. That's really nice. And we have to make the most of these opportunities. Okay, so it's not going to let me. Is it going to let me? Yes, it is going to. That's okay. I thought we weren't going to be able to get this for a second. The baler's pretty fast as well, actually. Well, it lets the bales out fairly quickly. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. That's really good. From this small patch of grass, I did not expect to get this much. That's really good. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One further down there, and this one being created. Yeah, that's good. Really good. Again, I know they're only 125 centimeters, but you've got to start from somewhere, and this is where we're starting from. There's a little bit more there, but it is only a dribble. But we will grab it nonetheless. And there we go. We're halfway to our next bale. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's a great purchase. I'm glad I didn't go for the other one, because I think we'd definitely have struggled to pull that. So I think that is a correct decision. So we've got our grass bale, 3,500 litres. Our grass is growing. And look at this, our wheat field is doing really well. Really, really well. That looks lovely. I'm super happy with that one. Not so much this one, the issues that we had when drilling, but there we go. But yeah, I'm very happy. So, what we need to do, we will drop the baler off, we'll go and pick that bale up that's down there somewhere, and then finally it's on to making our first farm track. So we'll just pop this here. Go and find that bale. I think it's in the bushes somewhere. Where is it hiding? There it is. I was getting a bit worried for a second. Thought it disappeared. Pop that on the field over here. While we've got the front loader attached, we'll just pull that pallet away as well and see if we've got any more honey which is going to spawn into the point. I would suspect maybe another 1 or 2 might come in. Maybe not. Oh no, there it is. Right on cue. Yeah, so we'll let that one fill up. So that's good. That's 2.5 pallets. Right, so let's get to the landscaping. Now, I'm not very good at this whatsoever, but I mean it shouldn't be hard because it is just a dirt track that we're going to put in to begin with. So yeah, the idea is, for anyone that hasn't seen a previous episode, is eventually, in the long run, I want to own the land here that we're looking at and across there, because there is a road up there. So I want the road to come sweeping all the way down that field over here. Then the track is going to carry on through this field here. It's going to go in the middle here, and we'll carry on. Then again, also, once we are more established, I want to own that piece of land there, because again there's another road there, so there'll be a road coming here. They'll meet each other in the middle. It will then come around here, across past this field, over here into the trees, and then in here I've got a nice idea where our farmhouse is going to be. We'll have lots of animals, we're going to have a yard. Obviously some more trees need to be cleared, but yeah, that is the plan, the long-term goal. It probably doesn't sound too great from that description, but in my head it's going to look very good. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So yeah, let's get this first part of the farm track in. You will have to bear with me whatsoever. You will have to bear with me a little bit because, as I said, I'm not very good at this. We are only going to do dirt because dirt is free. If you was to take the grass away, there would be dirt. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, I just want to be super careful not to take too much of the crop away. We might get a little bit of it to start off with. Right, so yeah, let's just we'll go down here. We'll try and be super careful that we don't catch too much of the crop, but if we do, it's not a problem because we'll just re-plough it and make it look neat again. That was a little bit more than I wanted to take there, but luckily it is only the grass field.
I'm only here for the party. Trust me, we just getting started. The sound, the vibe, I feel so alive. I'm only here for the party. Trust me, we just getting started. The sound, the vibe, big bass, that's where the heart is. I'm only here for the party. The sound, the vibe. I'm only here for the party. The sound, the vibe, big bass, that's where the heart is. I'm only here for the party. I'm only here for the party. I'm only here for the party.
So yeah, there we go. Not very neat to start off with, but that's okay. We can sort that out, especially when we sort out these fields after harvest. So that's not an issue. These edges will get sorted out. So basically, the track starts here at the moment. It's going to come down here, then it comes around here. I'm going to put another field in here, like a sort of triangle shaped field. Then it's going to come here, and then we've got some more clearing and stuff to do. And then when we've got a nice big area, we'll then sort out the yard and everything else. But we are going to be keeping a lot of these trees. Not all of these trees are going. And like I said, we will be planting some more trees as well. So yeah, excuse that disaster class in landscaping, but it will look better and tidier eventually. Like I said, I'm not very good at it, but practice makes perfect. So yeah, there's our first farm track, and we are moving on in the right direction. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.